So my Fulbright Scholar Award was at Dublin City University, and it was a mix of teaching and research. So I taught undergraduate course, graduate seminar for a small number of students, and then I've been engaged in research with a number of faculty at DCU. As part of my Fulbright Scholar Award, I'm researching science education, which is my field, but my particular interest here was to look at the cultural aspects of science teaching and how those might be different across American and Irish school systems. So I chose Ireland for my Fulbright because, well, there's lots of reasons, but I think the primary reason was I was looking for a culture that was similar to U.S. culture, but enough different that I might find some interesting differences. There is at DCU the Castell Center, which is a center that focuses on excellence in science and mathematics teaching. So that was a really nice fit for me. I think a lot of academic institutions are like this, so it's not too unusual, but you apply for your Fulbright Award in August, and then pretty much you don't hear anything. It's sort of radio silence until around December, and then you find out if you've passed through the first process, which means that your Fulbright Award has been internally reviewed in the U.S. and has passed muster at that level, and now it's going to the host institution and the host country. And so you get told that that's happened, but that's all you get told, and then you do a bit more waiting. So usually it's somewhere around March, give or take, that you're told about your award and whether it was successful or not. And in terms of applying for a Fulbright, the most important thing is, well, from my experience, was to be in contact with the people at the institution where I was applying, because conversations between me and Ailish made it possible for me to sort of shape my Fulbright Award to really fit both what I was interested in the host institution and what they needed and how that was going to work. So I think that was tremendously helpful for me when I was applying. My home institution was very supportive of my applying for a Fulbright, and Penn State is my home institution, and they have a long history of Fulbright awardees. So they have some infrastructure there to help. So there are people that can help you with your application. There are people that run seminars in how to apply and things like that. In terms of Penn State supporting the Fulbright Award directly, they didn't exactly. So I had a sabbatical leave that I was applying for, and the Fulbright I was applying for as part of that. So they were independent, and neither one really affected the other. But it did work out that I was able to get both a Fulbright Award and a sabbatical, so that I was able to be in Ireland for a year. So I think my expectations were that I would have a Fulbright Award, and I would sort of arrive and do my academic work as if I was back at my home institution. I'd just be in a different country, and that I would have some new experiences, and that my family who came with me would have some amazing experiences. But I guess, all those expectations had been met, but I think I had set the bar low, and it worked out really well, I think. Recommendations for people who are Fulbright awardees and come to Ireland, I think it's hard because there's so many amazing things to do. So I've been thinking about this question a little bit. And I guess the answer that I came up with is to come here and think about it as a place that you're living and not a place that you're visiting, because that, I think, has changed the way that myself and my family have engaged here. And we've done a lot more, but we've also had a lot more personal relationships with people, and I think that has been really helpful, and made it a more honest experience, and we've really enjoyed it. Go out of your immediate environment, your university, and meet people outside, try and connect with people, do things that you love. Some of the things that my wife and I have done have been connected to art, so museums and galleries and things like that, and connecting to people there. So choose something that you really love and care about, and really make that something that you do while you're here as well. Bringing my family on the Fulbright Award was challenging but good. I have two daughters who are 10 and 12, so one was in primary school, one secondary school here in Ireland. And a piece of advice I would have for other Fulbright Award winners is to think about the school systems a lot and contact people here early. As soon as you know about the awards, start contacting people here in Ireland about awards, or about placement of your children in the schools. The school systems allow American students in, but it's at the discretion of the principal, so you need to get in contact with principals. You need to sort of convince them that your child will be an asset to their school, and that it would be a useful sort of exchange for them as well. Working with Fulbrighters across the institutions here at Ireland, at Trinity and UCD, was nice because it gave us a diversity of expertise and interesting people who were doing work that I wouldn't have normally been exposed to, but I was exposed to because those folks were here and they were on Fulbright Awards and we were doing activities together, and I thought that was really exceptional. So advice that I would give people applying for a Fulbright to Ireland is that it's an amazing experience, you should do it, and that Ireland is an amazing country that is also very intimate. So it's an opportunity for you to connect to people in both professionally and personally in ways that you won't expect, and I think it's enough different from the United States to be an amazing experience, but also feels close to home. So that's nice.